So it's quite simple. And if you look, the chapters is broken down on the front page, A, B, and C. The first thing I think is so important and crucial is when you wake up in the morning, and when you wake up, it's good, you decide what your attitude's going to be. You decide, is it going to be a good day? Is it going to be a bad day? Are you going to be grumpy, or are you going to be happy? Now you're like, life isn't that great. It always kind of stinks. There's all that stuff. Yeah, but okay, look around this room and see everything in this room that's blue. You have these chairs, you have the wall, you have, on the table, the candies. Now close your eyes. Close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes. Now someone tell me something that's red in the room.
The apples.
The apples, there we go. Anyone else? Now open up your eyes. All of a sudden, red, my book, you see the red. Now why did that happen? Is because, we focus on certain things and we lose sight of others. And we get so much noise, so much activity. Like a few days ago, I looked out and the moon was out there. And it was like a big, big ball of cheese, like in the old days. And I just took a second and just took a breath and looked at it. And like, wow, this is such an amazing universe. I mean, those little things, we forget, we lose sight. You got stuck in traffic, it's late, I didn't get enough sleep. So you have your attitude, you decide. Second thing, I think it's important, and we all have it, our belief system. Stephen Covey wrote The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And that book's kind of gotten lost in the literature, but I thought that was a great book in that it made you think, what are my beliefs? And we all have them. We may be aware of them, we may not be aware of them. But, what's your faith? What do we do? I mean, the reason why you're here is a bigger reason. You have a commitment to public service, you have a commitment to friendship, you have a responsibility to have an impact in the world. There's a reason why you're here. Even if whatever you do for a living, you're making that paycheck, that money, in order to fuel your home, make sure you take care of your family, make sure that you have nice clothes. There's a reason why you do it. So B is your beliefs, your core values. What is it you want to do? Now C, I think, is the most important and the hardest, and the one that most people don't really take advantage of, is having a commitment. You can be anyone you want to be, but you got to be willing to pay the price. And what happens is, a lot of people, we have these dreams and aspirations, but you get caught up, you get a comfortable job, and you get married, and you have some kids, and before you know it, you're 50, it's like, what happened? Time's going to move on, regardless. But you have to decide, what is it I want to do? And am I willing to put in the work? If I need to be retrained, I go get retrained. I need to meet someone that is doing something, because everything that you want to do has been done before, and we forget that. The most intimate way you can get with someone is to read their words or getting inside their head. And I love reading diaries because of that, because you get the frustrations and the concerns, and this guy is dealing with the same stuff. Arianna Huffington wrote a book that she talks about that third roommate in your head that's always telling you, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're too old, you're too young, you don't live in the right area. But now with social media and technology and information age, we can meet anybody we want. They always had that the three people away from somebody. Now it's gotten to one. You could contact them. You ask somebody. And I always believe in energy. If you put your ideas out there, doors open. And that is what we forget, is you need to have that commitment to do it. And then the last thing, which is probably the extra most important thing, is having a vision. The great thing about the New Year's is we can now start new, start brand new. But you have to have a vision. Where do I want to go? Where do I see myself in 5 years? Where do I see myself in 10 years? Because time doesn't stop. Time keeps going. And Einstein has said that time is a man-made construct. But whatever this movement is going on, why is it when you get older, time seems to go faster? It's because when you're 1 year old, you lived only 1 unit. Then 2 years old, you have 2 units, you reference back. And it starts getting shorter and more compact. And before you know it, you're 90, and you don't want to have a life that you have full of regret. You don't want to be Scrooge. How many of you have seen Christmas Carol this season? I always love it. They were my brother is Fezziwig. The guys that always happy, that has the great parties and stuff like that. That's Fezziwig. That's what my brother. But sometimes we become Scrooge and we complain and we don't realize how we're living in the golden age of civilization. There is just so much excitement, so many things that we're grateful for. You know, Mr. Sherman's grandmother, what she would have given to have been able to go to Publix and buy some food, you know, some milk, some fresh fruit, something that we take for granted today. Now we go in and we complain. Instead of one apple, we have 10 apples. So last thing I want to leave you as you come together on this brain kind of storming session is Eleanor Roosevelt in her house in Valkill. She had a great quote. One of her reasons, one of the things she always required people to do when they came to her house, everyone had to eat together. And she didn't cook, she only cooked scrambled eggs. But she wanted everybody to come together so they would talk and share, because we're social people. And that's why social media is social, is we share ideas. And there's a great quote, I've been there, and it said, small minds talk about people, medium minds talk about events, but big minds talk about ideas. And hopefully today I left you with some ideas that will help you become more successful and live the life you want to lead. So thank you so much, and good luck.
Maybe we have